Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about charges setup and functionality in this video. In this video I am going to explain what is the setup behind the charges and what are the entries supposed to book, what setups we need to provide to book proper accounting treatment for charges. So first of all I am going to explain in this Excel what we are going to cover in this video. So see, for example, I'm going with an example. See, we have purchased some products from the vendor. At that time, that same vendor also providing some transport facility for us to deliver our products. For transport charges or freight charges, they will charge extra, right? So including our product cost, there will be freight charges as well. That is providing by the same vendor. So for that purpose, I'm going with first scenario. Same vendor is adding some charges in purchase order invoice. Customer want those charges as an expense. So same vendor is providing the transport facility and he is charging some amount on that transport facility. So that transport expenses, whoever booking that entry, they are going to show as a expenses. So at that time, what will be the setup in this scenario? uh, what is the setup that I am going to explain you, and what is the entry. So we are treating transport expenses, transport charges or freight as an expense. So expense will be debit, so freight will be debit, and to vendor, so we need to book for that particular vendor, that is liability for that particular vendor. So we'll book to particular vendor who provided that transport facility. So that's why freight account data to vendor account, this is our outcome supposed to come when we set up in this way. This setup thing I'll show you in D365. So let me move on to D365. In D365 I'll do collapse, setup, charges setup, so I'm going to use new one. Like we take an example as transport charge, trans charge. Otherwise we'll take code as trans charge and same vendor as expense. So we are same vendor is providing our transport facility for us, and also we are treating the transport charges as an expense. Okay, so for that, what is the setup that what we need to provide for this particular scenario is here. So in this scenario, what we are expecting from the system, what is the outcome? Freight expenses, we are treating that transport charges as an expense, and it has to be credited to vendor account. So that for that setup will be, so you are treating as an expense, so take it as ledger account and search for freight, posting type, uh, order freight. So order freight, and provide the let me take new account. Expenses, what is the account they taken? So 6 series, so I'll take 6 series. 6, how many digits? 6 digits. So I'm taking this as an trans charges, and it is profit and loss account. So let me take this account to map here. And what's supposed to be credit? Customer or vendor. So whoever the customer providing that customer needs to be credited. Okay, so I'm saving this. So we'll complete this first scenario first, and then later on we'll move to another scenario. So let's go on and create the purchase order. So system is a little bit slow. Need to wait. I'm testing this case in a USMF legal entity. Let me create new purchase order. To create new purchase order, accounts payable or purchase orders, I'm clicking on new. Taking 1001 vendor. So I am taking one of the item number for posting. I am taking starting one only. It is as it is for testing purpose. System is very slow. Site is mandatory, so I'm taking this on the site. Required warehouse also we will provide. If required warehouse also we can provide it. So let me take one quantity, and net amount unit price is 899. Let's take 1000 rupees, and save it. Why for every step it is processing? So I'm going to purchase tab, allocate charges, so what how your charges needs to be allocated. This is the screen where you need to provide how your charges has to be allocated. So here we have charges allocation, net amount means based on your net amount, charges will calculate quantity and per line. If you want to make charges as per single line, here we have purchase order lines, right? Based on line wise, if you want to provide, and you can provide it. If you want to make it as net amount, on net amount it will charge. So first I am taking on net amount. We'll check these scenarios as well, so that will cover entire thing, how these fields will behave. So I'm taking for all lines, positive lines we have, and negative lines also we have. So in this scenario we are going with single line, so I'm taking for all lines. So allocate to all means it will applicable to all the lines. If your purchase order having 2-3 lines, if you want to allocate the charges for all the lines, you can click enable this. And if you want to allocate the charges only for the received, so once the purchase order is confirmed, see how much quantity you received, based on that your charges will calculate. And stocked, if you enable this, only stocked item will only for the stocked items charges will be applicable. So I am going with simple thing, net amount I taken all lines, and allocate all I am taking. So click on allocate. So no charges to allocate. So for that, maintain charges, we need to provide the charge code for this purchase order. What is the charge code? Trans charge is our charge code, and we are giving charges of 10 rupees. I am not giving anything sales tax group and item sales tax for these charges. And see, if I click distribute amounts for this charge code, see why this account is speaking. So for this particular charge code, we given setup, in the charge code setup we provided this account, so system is automatically picking this account for posting. Let's see the remaining. So allocate charges, now you can provide that. So I am providing net amount and all lines, allocate all. So it's taken now without error now. So let's do it for, let's do purchase confirmation, confirm purchase. So purchase order confirm now, and I am generating the product receipt. So product receipt number I am giving PR001. It is already there, so we'll go with trans charge, otherwise we'll go with 11/21/2021. So I'm giving date as ordered quantity I'm taking, and selecting the lines. Let's click on OK. So actually we are discussing about one of the scenario where we taken goods from the one of the vendor, and goods cost is for example 1000 rupees. In this scenario also we taken 1000 rupees, and it is one quantity, and uh, that goods supposed to come to our warehouse or factory. So transport is required. The transport also is providing uh, transport also is transport also providing from providing by the vendor, so that we need to uh, pay the charges as well to that particular vendor. So for that we are treating that transport charges as an expense. So that's why we set up in such a way, like debit will be freight type, and we taken the ledger account, and credit will be whoever we want to pay. We need to pay to that particular vendor, so that's why we need to credit that vendor. So we set up as credit customer or vendor type. So let's see here, we faced one error. It's not error, actually previous error. Starting we given PR001, which is already exists. So product receipt already created. If we check product receipt entry, you can check vouchers. So this is the entry posted at the time of product receipt. If you want to see subledger journals as well, you can see from here. So is there any related journals? No. Why? Because charges will post at the time of invoice. Why? Because before once we receive the invoice, then only charges we will get to know how much charges they did for the transport purpose. So let's do generate invoice. So today, I don't know, system is very slow. It's taking time for each and every step. Please bear. So I'm providing invoice number also, like 11 21 2021, and update match status. So match status is passed, and I'm posting this vendor invoice. So invoice got posted. Let's check the invoice journals. What is the entry posted? See, it posted invoice amount of 1010 rupees. Why? 1000 is our product cost, a unit price cost, and 10 rupees we given as a charge cost, charges cost. So see here, first, see what we are expecting. Entry supposed to be freight to vendor. So freight, so it's booked to 611,111. So is the debit 10 rupees? Is it correct? Correct. So then it's supposed to book to vendor account. Here 10,010 rupees it's booked to vendor. Why? Because it's not again, like, it not supposed to book like in this way. Charges 10 rupees and to vendor 10 rupees, again cost of goods sold 1000 rupees to vendor 1000 rupees. So whatever needs to go to vendor accounts, it's credited. 1000 rupees liability already arised uh, due to item provided by the vendor. Item cost for the vendor, item cost is 1000 rupees. 1 unit we purchased, so 1000 we need to pay to that particular vendor. 1000 credited, including to that, uh, 10 rupees charges also happen because vendor provided services to us. So 1000 plus 10, 1010 rupees we need to pay to that particular vendor. So 1010 rupees, and 10 rupees it's went to trans charges account, penal account. This 1010 rupees it will go to balance sheet. So are you understood? Like so case is like same vendor from whom we purchased. For example, I purchased from X one quantity of items, some items, rupees of 1000 rupees. That X only providing transport facility to me to get that product delivered to my warehouse. So for that purpose he is charging 10 rupees. So that's why I need to pay 1010 rupees to that particular X vendor. And 10 rupees it's supposed to it's we are treating as an expense. We are treating as an expense of that expense, that 10 rupees whatever the transport facility provided by X. So that's why freight charges or transport charges will be debited 10 rupees. Cost of goods sold, cost of purchased material invoice 1000 rupees to vendor account 1010 rupees. It will book in this way at the time of invoicing. Okay, so understood. So from I'll stop here. We'll cover in second scenario in next video, and after that video I'll cover third scenario in that coming videos. Thank you. Bye.